Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Lights, cameras, action.
Right. What's going? Can you see me?
I can't see you. I see the macho man from here.
Oh, oh yeah, brother.
I hear
What the
you.
hell?
Definitely hear you.
I don't know what the hell it because it was showing backwards at first, and then I flipped it. I don't want to let me use it. You summon a bitch. You. Hold on, I got another one. Hold on.
All right, all right.
Let me see what I'm. What is I gonna do here? Oh, okay, let's go here. Let's go here.
What a card.
Oh, that might have been the problem right there. Okay. Uh, you know what? I'll save the macho. I'll save macho for next week.
Right. Here
But yeah.
we
What a
go.
card! What a card!
What a
One
card.
night
What
we
a
got one night we got six matches, and another night we got what, five?
yeah.
And you know they're gonna add another match. They're gonna add Randy in there.
Yeah. What I think they're gonna do, they're gonna pull a Seth Rollins, have a surprise. You remember WrestleMania 38 when they had a surprise for Cody. Everybody, even though everybody knew it.
Okay, my fault is six on night two, but seven on night one. Yeah. So before we get started, I'll wait for TJ to pop on.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, we all here.
My man.
Yes, sir.
So a couple weeks ago, me and the wife had I told y'all we like to go to like the little the thrift stores and what have you.
Yeah.
So I came across a couple things while I was there. I meant to share this with y'all last time and what have you. So the first one will be uh-oh. Oh crap, you might not be able to see it
Yeah, it might not do it with the
with the
background.
background.
But yeah, I can see
Some
it
of
right
the
there. It's just the light is on it though.
okay, my bad.
It's kind of
So
glaring.
okay, well it's
Yeah.
the I got the Survivor Series from '92 and '93 programs.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you know from '92 it was Macho and Savage against Flair and Reyes de Ramon
Yeah.
Chico.
Chico, give me a give me a pick.
Right. And then of course the infamous '93 with it was Luger against Yoko, Brett against Lawler, Team Razor Ramon against Erwin or Shyster, and Doink against Bam Bam Bigelow.
I love Mr. Doink the Clown.
Yeah, Doink was dope.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. I think a
Like,
lot of our wrestlers need to be called Doink the Clown.
wait, do what?
I said I know one wrestler that needs to be called Doink the Clown.
Miz.
Nah, not me.
No,
I,
no.
I can
TJ
stand
coming
Miz.
in hot. He coming in hot. So
I
Hot
can
take.
stand Miz. I can stand Miz. At least Miz can talk. He
who
makes me
who
laugh every once in a while. But
who you
Hulk
talking about?
Hogan,
You
Hulk
talking about your
Hogan,
boy?
they showed that graphic. Oh my God.
You lost it, huh?
I lost it, man. I lost my WrestleMania feeling went right out the window.
Well,
It's a
that's a perfect segue to just the general feel of going into WrestleMania. Period, man. It's been man. I'm not feeling it. I'm not
it's
feeling the WrestleMania spirit.
it's a very lackluster build.
it's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. We got Cody out there talking to himself every week.
Oh wait, don't get heat from the Cody Crybabies, brother.
I know. But look, I applaud Cody for going out there and literally carrying this whole rivalry by himself.
Yeah.
For the couple of times Cena was there, but for me, it's been too much of a gap of him not being there that it kind of just made me non-interested.
Yeah.
Uh Wasn't it kind of like that with Rock and Cena?
Yep, that whole year, that was an annoying one right there.
That was pretty much Cena carrying the whole feud by itself,
Yeah.
wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
No, you're right. You're right. Cena was there night in, night out. The Rock popped in here and there.
Yeah, but they mostly had their stuff on social media back and forth.
Yep. But
Yeah.
Cody was there with Cody and I mean you earlier day had said that when everything first started, was they gonna be doing stuff like that?
Like what?
Like having Cena like on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media, taking little jabs at him and saying stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Which I think could have made it more interesting versus him just not being there at all. I mean, granted, he's a name, granted, he's a star, but sometimes, man, you just need all hands on deck if you want to create that feeling.
Yeah. Has Cena been on social media taking shots?
I haven't heard anything.
No, I think they would have done something on the show. They would have followed up with something from there. I think.
Yeah. Right. But just for and even Friday, it was a beautiful display. How much you pay for them anyway? Oh.
I think they was
That's what I
both of them
like.
It was like $25 a piece.
Oh, you got
well worth it, sir. Well worth it.
Yeah, you got to steal.
Yeah, and it's still in the plastic. I was like, I'm not even gonna open it. Not gonna even open it. Not gonna even open it.
What was that second one again?
The second one was the '93 Survivor Series when you had Team Luger against Team Yoko. Bret Hart's team, because I believe that was the year all his brothers had joined him against Jerry Lawler and all his goofs. Razor Ramon against Erwin R. Shyster and Doink the Clown when he had Doink, Dink, and Dunk and
yeah, you got to steal.
Bam Bam.
You gonna frame them quick.
Basically, yeah, very much so.
So when I say breaking news,
what's that?
I'm sorry, breaking news just in. NFL legend Tom Brady teases appearance at WrestleMania 41.
I guess he'll stay on the stage and throw the ball down to the ring.
I mean, it is going to be in Allegiant Stadium, so
yeah.
I mean, they'll probably have him come out, say a couple words, wave to the crowd, and be like, "Welcome to WrestleMania." Or yeah, I got one for you. They'll make him the host of WrestleMania.
Yeah. Running around backstage getting interviews. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Right.
He'll be awkward.
He's gonna throw that ball down to the ring.
Look, he'll be the host of WrestleMania, and you'll see him like twice throughout the whole show, at the beginning and towards the end.
like what is he hosting?
Right, I never understood that. Like even when Rock did it, or when they had when New Day did it,
they had Titus do it too.
Yeah, what are you doing?
How are
you actually hosting WrestleMania? It's like, okay, you come out and you greet the crowd and then you go in the back and then we don't see you for like 3 hours because it's a 12-hour show. So
I guess you get to eat good in catering while you hosting.
So who's that? Somebody said that they always have pretty dope ass caterers, so I wouldn't be upset.
I wasn't going to be the host. Go get something to eat. Let me know when y'all ready again.
like give me a 20-minute heads up so I can make sure I ain't got nothing in the teeth. So
guys, let's get into my little controversy this week.
Oh,
brother.
So yeah, I got a little bit of backlash on my last video about the swerve in Booker T. And I made a comment about The Rock, saying that I don't believe he's the first black champion. Now, I've been thinking about it a lot. It's been on my mind. I'm not going back on what I said, but I don't know. I'm about with where I was. I'm about 90% off of it a little bit. I'm kind of reeling it back a little bit. Because in a way he is black as Samoan, but it's like I said on the post, the way he doesn't represent anything black though, in my opinion.
And you're not wrong, and that's why I commented. I commented also, like technically speaking, he's not the first black champion. Ron
Right.
Simmons is,
Ron
but
Simmons is.
also, even when Rock was with Nation of Domination, they never ever really leaned. He particularly never really leaned into it, and even WWE has never really leaned into it. Like, yeah, have they always mentioned his father? Yes, they have. But who have they always mentioned more? The High Chief. They've
Right.
always leaned more into his Samoan side than they have his black
Dynasty.
side. So
Right.
it's actually a valid point. But again, like when I asked y'all the question last week about tag teams and about the Hardys and what have you, you're basing your opinion on fandom and not validity and valid points and what have you.
Right.
If you go back
Right.
and look at it, like even when they did the when Rock unveiled the bloodlines the bloodline tree, like I don't recall seeing Soul Man Rocky Johnson on there.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. We can go back and try to find it, but I don't recall seeing him on there. It was all the Samoans.
But
Right.
you gotta
Right.
look at I guess you would say from an entertainment and a business standpoint, which one would be more marketable?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this
Yeah.
whole dynasty, or just this one black man by himself?
That's the thing. Like, has Rocky Johnson's family, are they in the business at all? Like, there's only been one side of his family that's been displayed. The the Anoa'i's and the
Right. That's more marketable.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and the
the
Mavias.
the Mavias, yeah.
Yeah, but you got a lot of people that do that within the industry of entertainment. From name changes to saying that they single to saying that they married to somebody that they truly love and they divorced in 3 weeks, 3 days. You know what I'm saying? It was just good for marketing purposes.
Hmm.
You know?
So yeah, it was
Yeah,
a lot
but
of ass hats in the chat, man.
oh,
That
it
in
definitely
my
was.
comments.
It definitely
So
was. But it's also like, and it's also again, like I said, based on fandom. You have a problem with it because Swerve is in another company, and
Yeah.
because
right.
Rock is in another company. But you still have to look at facts. WWE never leaned into, or Rock never ever leaned into his black side. He always leaned more towards his Samoan side. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
More marketable
That's
side.
what I said. His
Yeah.
Moana is, the movies that he's made billions of dollars from,
Right.
all Samoan culture. His tattoos are Samoan. He does the Samoan dances. He knows all that hoo ha and yahoo and all that stuff that they
Yeah.
do.
But like
The
Terrell,
Hawkins.
but like Terrell, I think Terrell was saying this a couple of weeks ago, how everybody leans into what was the lead. How Charlotte leans into her father being the lead within so on. But the one guy that stands out to me that don't really do that, he did it when he first started, was Randy Orton. Randy Orton leaned into more so, my father. I'm a third generation superstar when he first started. But once he got that legend killer idea, he was done with it. He didn't have to really keep mentioning it no
He
more.
didn't. Yep. After a
They
while,
did
he
Yeah.
that one
didn't.
little stick with his daddy and the Undertaker when he did the Hell in a Cell with the Undertaker, but that was pretty much it. Orton and
Yeah.
just keep carrying it and keep carrying it. He made it on his own merit, you know.
He did. Yep. With
You
the
know?
Orton name though, but that took him further with just with the Orton name. But I
Yeah.
mean, what could Randy really take from his father other than the cowboy hat and the
Yeah.
cast on his
And the cast
arm?
that he wore
Right.
for
So
25 years.
then,
Like, bro, if
right.
your joint ain't healed yet, you need to just go ahead and cut that some bitch off.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Right. So when you get back to the Rock and that whole thing, yeah, I'm gonna go with my grandfather. Okay, I'm gonna go with my uncles, my cousins. Everybody's here. How could I not? You
But
know?
I am curious about his father's side. Is anybody else in wrestling on his side?
That's a good question, though. That's a good.
I, I don't think so. And it's funny
Yeah.
because I actually was I've been getting caught up on Dark Side of the Ring, and I forgot which episode it was, but I didn't even know that Soul Man had a brother.
Mm.
I know. I don't know. I ain't know that either.
We don't.
Didn't
I
know he
agree.
had
We
a
don't.
brother.
We don't
So
really hear enough about that. I agree with that one, Big Dave. We don't
Hmm.
hear enough about that part of that side of it. You
Right.
know?
But then we don't. When it came to when Rock first won the title, it wasn't mentioned that he's the first black champion. Like it doesn't come up until the conversation
When it
is
needs to.
started. Yeah.
When it's February, when it needs to.
yeah.
Well, just
When it's
when
on King
when
Day.
the conversation comes up, but then Kofi Kingston is the first black WWE champion to me.
Give or take, basically, yeah.
The WWE, we all know that Ron Simmons is the first world and the first one to hold a world major title, anywhere in a major company. So we give him props to that. Kofi Kingston, as far as WWE, it's him.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I can see that, but you always gonna have people with that argument of like, well, The Rock's still black. It's like, well, yeah, we get that whole.
Look, just like somebody that was running for president, they only black when it fits the narrative. I say what I said.
Hey,
when only it fits the narrative. That's
facts.
what the other side. That's what their argument would be. Was like, oh, well, they ain't been doing all of this all the other time. What does that even mean? Really?
Facts.
Really? So.
Yeah.
But whatever. An argument can be made from either side. But I get it because it's like when people get upset when they do the celebratory months where they do the Black History and then the Asian culture and then you get your Polynesian month and everybody. Well, what about Caucasian month? Motherfucker, you got Caucasian month 12 months out the year. Shut up. Like, there's other cultures out there. Calm down.
Yeah, it happens. It is what I mean, but it's true though. That's just a true thing. It is other cultures within all other things.
In life in general, it's not just one. It is a melting pot. So, but one gets more upset when everybody else is highlighted, like they don't get highlighted enough. It's like, simmer down. And then you see some people on there and it's like, oh, I didn't know they don't look black. Well, what does that even mean? Because they're mixed, but it doesn't. They celebrate both. Some of them celebrate both sides and whatever their heritage is in general.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that, but some of them don't just lean from one side to the other. They celebrate whatever their heritage is in general. Mia Yim is Asian and black. Guess what she celebrates? Asian and black.
Right.
I didn't know that.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Dakota Kai is mixed. Guess what she celebrates? Her heritage on both sides. Just saying.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But social media, you the fandom and the tribalism is hilarious.
All right, because you're looking at, you said earlier, you're looking at what's being showcased.
Right.
Even though this is entertainment and you playing both roles, then both should be showcased. I
mean, maybe Rock is leaning into his black side when he get on the second turnbuckle and he throw the fist up. Maybe that's leaning into his black side. So,
all right. If you want both of them to be acknowledged, then you gotta show us both of them. Then don't just show us one.
Exactly.
Otherwise, I might not know.
I appreciate y'all being with me on that, man. Because
it's not the first time that I've seen that argument going back and forth, especially with this whole thing with Swerve and what have you. It's like you got to look at it from his standpoint and his viewpoint. Like everybody's POV is going to be different. He's telling you from what his point of view is, and I can totally understand that because, like you said, you had that scene with Vince McMahon who rolled up and he was like, "What's up, my nigga?" Like, sir,
what he had to do rag off.
Yeah, like I remember watching the episode and I was looking at the TV.
I remember that.
Did y'all just?
But like Booker T was saying though, I think Booker T was saying he was doing it more so as though this is a script, this is a line, this is a film, this is a show. So just because he said that N-word doesn't mean he just disrespected me completely. We working together. But within the current timeline that we in today, you can't get away with saying some shit like that.
Nope, not on TV like that.
On TV.
Hindsight being 2020, we know a lot more now, so it makes it even more disrespectful. So on
top of that.
Yeah.
Top of that. But at the same time, you got Booker T, this legend, this guy that's a 2-time Hall of Famer that has made it somewhere within that industry, within that business, of Vince putting him on and keeping him on.
He's still on, yep.
And keeping him on. So
yep.
I know what side of the bread my butt is off, Devin. But at the same time, I think I mean, Swerve will say what he want to say. It's his interview, but I guess the iffy part that I had was Swerve saying "fuck Booker T" after the whole pay-per-view. Because now
Yeah, I didn't understand that and where that even came from, but
yeah, because now you done did this whole fantastic match and took all these bumps and all these spots. Once again, I keep on telling you, AEW.
Broken record, man.
All up for a no sale just to get up off the mat and say, hey, we thank everybody for coming out buying our merch. By the way, fuck Booker T. What? So like Booker T say, when Monday morning came, what was everybody talking about? About Swerve and John Moxley. You killed your own match.
yeah, you killed your own match. You killed your own momentum right there. So
At that point, I had a problem with like, why?
Yeah.
You could have said that on Twitter. Why would you do that?
Right.
On your show. You're sore, you're hurting, your back damn near broken. You're talking about somebody else you can't even book a fucking match with.
right. There's no payoff. There's no payoff.
Fuck Sammy Guevara. Fuck this one. Fuck them that work in the company. Not somebody that doesn't work in the company. What's the
right.
He said it was a totally selfish thing. He said it out of my own amusement, F Booker T.
Like
it just completely just
left field.
Just so awkward.
Uncalled for it. He should have just left that for some at another juncture, not at the end of the bigger pay-per-view. So
exactly. It was about as worse as his ass getting up Wednesday laughing with the glass in his back. It was worse as John Moxley walking his ass out there the next week after falling on a pack of nails. Why are you jumping the guardrail? You just fell on nails last week.
Right.
Hey, deathmatch God, okay? So
sorry. At least have a band-aid on your back or something.
Should have had a big ass gauze on his back.
Right. If it was 96, he would have had the big gauze on his back. All I'm saying is make me believe.
You got to sell it, brother.
That's the biggest thing I think today in pro wrestling that we missing. As they say, we got all these actors and everybody going through the motions, but nobody's making me believe. So why would I care? Why would I pick this guy? Why would I pick this guy? Everybody just say, it'd be a good match.
At least sell it like Carlito sold that spear from Braun Breaker on Monday. Jesus.
He invited everybody to his funeral.
For some reason, I missed that spear.
Oh, dude.
That was the best part of the whole night.
Is it better than I Show Speeds or just as good?
Fuck yeah.
I think it was better because I think he leaped from about 2 or 3 feet out before he even got to Carlito. Is how he ended up flipping over. Basically, they're landing on his feet. Whenever you get a chance to go back and watch, just pull that joint up because that man must have jumped about 2 or 3 feet and caught him, and then landed on his feet. So
that was fun. I don't think I ain't see it coming. I didn't think he's gonna do it. I thought they clothesline him or something.
Yeah. I did too. I thought it was clothesline.
Right, when that drone shot caught him running.
My man must have took off and. Yeah, that boy Carlito was just late. He was just a chalk outline at that point in time. That probably was the highlight of the show too. So
even he got on Twitter and sold it and invited everybody to his funeral. Oh my God!
That's why you said that.
Yeah, he said my funeral services will be held. Please give my family the space that they need.
So is that what Carlito signed up for? Just to come back and basically take L's?
I guess, man, just to put other people over and just be what you doing right there.
Yeah, just okay. Yeah. Anyway, but that was the highlight of Monday's show. So it literally was pretty much the highlight of the show. Outside of
that part he was a part of though. He ain't even a full-time wrestler like that, but he's still part of something major within the whole fucking show.
Yeah,
but the Judgment Day major, I think they in the way now. I think they just need to just
as many a times that they talk about them and show them on Raw, I would
And they
say
got hella segments. They
you
still,
would
and it's the
think,
same stuff.
they
yeah,
open.
as much as they're on the show and how many segments they have, you'd think that they would be running roughshod over the roster in general, but they
Yes.
don't.
All they do is give each other pep talks. Oh, you got it. You got him this week, and oh, I'll team with you to get him a title shot for you. And
It's
oh,
like the show is built around them still.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing they do is
the
they like the LWO. Only thing they do is come out there to take L's. So
Exactly. But there's no interest around what they're doing. But they
none.
the whole show, the whole night is pretty much dedicated to them as they do the opening shot and Michael Cole is welcoming everybody and they showing different ones walking backstage drinking their coffee. Their asses is always on it. Every week.
And whether they there or they in the segment or they in the background somewhere, one or two of them just walking. You know how they do.
Always.
Yeah.
Walking with their gym bags and shit. They always on, man. You know? So to me, they want to do something with it. I thought that they was gonna have Dominique and Finn Balor fight at WrestleMania.
I mean, they're in a fatal four-way, so they're gonna have to come to blows at some point in time.
Right.
Right.
They will come to blows at some point in time. So
They keep on teasing the breakup, I guess you would say.
Yeah. And what's the thing with them taking so damn long to book the matches, man? It's like they wait like 3 weeks until and they add like 2 matches, and then it's like
Why
do they do that?
They was milking this one.
Yeah.
I think they took so long, everybody fire kind of burnt out. Because
Right.
we was all hot at the end of that chamber, the end of that Royal Rumble. They had us 2 times. We was on fire.
It's been like 8 weeks, and it's just been torture.
But John not being there 4 shows. Cody out there talking to himself. Just now and fuck Jey Uso up. I've been waiting for him to fuck Jey Uso up since the Royal Rumble.
I think they just didn't really know what direction they wanted to go to and where they wanted to put everybody at.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much what it was. They was kind of still ironing the kinks out and what have you, and about what direction they wanted to go to. Because I got to tell you, it's still a miss for me with this triple threat with Io, Rhea, and Bianca. I think Bianca getting the short end of the stick here. I hope she wins. I hope she wins at Mania because she won the Elimination Chamber, which guaranteed her a title shot at Mania. Why would you have Rhea put the belt on the line a month out from the pay-per-view and then have her drop it like that? That was fucking stupid. But who thought that was a good idea? Why? Just so you can create a way to get her into this match at Mania for a match that Bianca rightfully won the right to have?
For that shock value on Monday night? For all
it wasn't a shock. How much of a shock was it? Exactly. Because EO's been kind of, floundering down there with whatever the name of her group is, like Damage Control. Like she had been kind of floundering, then all of a sudden she's getting a title shot, and then you put her over like, wait, what?
It wasn't really needed because you could get something good with Rhea and Bianca. They both can go. They didn't need no more.
See, I thought that would have been I'd have been looking forward to that matchup with Rhea and Bianca in general.
Thank you.
Right, 1-on-1.
Yeah, like I thought that would have been I think that would have been a solid match. Now you just add EO to it, but like, fucking why?
Why?
Especially if she's gonna end up dropping the title. So
right, I guess it was a thing of like you were saying earlier with all the multi matches, just trying to get everybody on the card. But at some point, it may even make sense.
Yeah, because looking at this card in general, like especially for night one, tell me, and this had to be because they don't have anything else for Randy at the moment, or unless they just somehow squeeze him in. Just tell me, why do I need to see Rey Mysterio and Chad Gable? I'm sorry, El Grande Americano. Why do we need to see that at Mania?
El Taco Bell number.
Why is that a match at Mania? That should be a pre-show match.
Yeah, that's not a Mania match.
But if it was a match at Mania, it probably should have happened a little bit more earlier, so it could have had some meaning behind it or some type of build towards it.
I mean, well, it does. It's Chad Gable and Rey Mysterio. Two losing
Okay,
factions that their leaders are having a match. So
but
And
then
have the
the whole thing with Chad Gable, he's trying to become the master luchador and all that stuff. They
trying
kind
to
of
figure out how to
dropped
beat the
that.
luchadors.
Yeah, they kind of dropped that, and then he came back with the mask. I was confused. It was funny as shit because I
yeah.
enjoy Chad Gable because he can go in the ring. You
Well,
know,
that was the point. Of that's just him going to get them putting the mask on him and just adding another layer to it.
but like
But
you said,
still,
I
yeah.
don't think it's a.
In
I
all
don't think
honesty,
that's for
is
Mania.
that a in all honesty, is that a Mania match?
No,
Not at all.
it could have been on Raw as the main event before Mania. A nice match. Get them 20, 30 minutes. Let them just tear the house down before Mania.
I think it's
Basically,
gonna be a good match though. I mean,
Oh,
but
it's a good match.
yeah, yeah. It's
But
not a Mania
let
match.
me ask this, Big Dave.
no, it's not.
Who you going for? Yeah. Back at that point. It's gonna be a good match, but I don't feel nothing for either one.
You don't care. You don't care about the outcome of it.
No, I
That's
don't.
the problem. That's our biggest
I,
problem in wrestling today. It's like
the, another match here. With New Day and War Raiders. Do you actually care about that match?
Let me say something about that. So when they teased Big E coming back, I thought he would be back by now, and he was possibly going, be like, "Oh, I'll be good for WrestleMania. It's my return." You think he gonna show up and do anything physical, like as a WrestleMania surprise or anything like that?
you would have made him a guest referee at least by now.
To be involved somehow.
Yeah, to make him a guest referee at least.
Yeah, but why did they do that so far? I mean, was that back in December? When
Did they
Big
turn
E
on
came
Big
back?
E?
Yeah.
I think it's like late December, January, something like that.
It's about
Yeah, it was a minute ago. It's been months, and they could have built to something now to where he could have came back and did something with them because they're healed now because of him,
right.
Mhm.
and that would make sense for them to do something at WrestleMania. I want to be involved somehow, but I still don't know his condition, how far he is to returning or doing anything physical. But it's just
I don't think it's.
I think it's a lost opportunity if he good.
Because you would at least made him a guest referee at the least,
Or in the corner of their opponents.
or
Yeah.
guest enforcer or something.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's good enough where he in a position where he can dish but he can't take. Kind of like like when AEW had Flurry come in and he was able to give some chop top, but he couldn't really take a bump though. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it was absolutely dog shit, but whatever. But I mean, he was still able to get physical, but he could give it, but he couldn't take it though. So
Yeah.
But
but
to me,
I mean, I wouldn't
they
mind
didn't.
seeing Big E getting involved in that match though. It's like y'all turned your backs on me and what have you. You say I'm the weak link. Okay, well I'm gonna cost you a title shot then. So
Yeah. What's the payoff?
yeah, it ain't
Is
one.
it?
If he can't be physical, it ain't one.
Right.
But that's another match. It's kind of like okay, I guess. I mean, it just kind of really came out of nowhere because for the last couple of weeks, who have they been actually? Oh, I don't even know if it just came out of nowhere. I'm not interested in either one of them. So
Right. But the New Day was hot when they was doing a little thing with Big E. Why stop like Big Dave said? Why stop that? Even if Big E can just talk, right?
Right.
mhm.
When CM Punk was hurt last year, he couldn't bump, he couldn't wrestle, but he can talk.
That's what he did. Yep.
So why not?
Yeah.
So why not use Big E going into this whole WrestleMania or this, the title shot, whatever? At least use Big E to talk.
That's what I'm saying. He can do something like screw him out of the titles. He don't have to, bump or,
Yeah.
And the whole thing with CM Punk, but it's because they knew what Punk's timetable was to come back with Big E. Still, and yet it's been what 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years
It's
now,
been a
whatever.
while. Damn near 3. Yeah.
So
So it's like
you said
there's
just
no
don't involve him
timetable.
at
So
all. Just
huh?
you saying just don't involve him at all.
I mean, it kind of fucking sucks because, like Dave said, there's no payoff for it. But in the same token, it's like when Punk was hurt, you kind of knew what his timetable was for coming back. That's why they kept him on TV, and he was just out there lacing them with the promos and what have you. With Big E, they still don't know when he's going to be able to come back. So, what would be the point of furthering the storyline if you don't know when he's going to be able to pay it off?
Makes sense. But I guess why even start it or why even go there? Because that was the hottest and the most I have ever been invested into the New Day.
Yeah, true.
From when they was on pancakes and eating cereal, that was the most I ever was invested.
But it's also, remember when like when Daniel Bryan was getting ready, he got cleared and we knew that he was getting ready to come back, and how they kind of kept pushing and pushing and pushing because you knew that it was about to happen, and that Miz was going to be the catalyst for him being able to get back in the ring and what have you. Like how you knew it was coming. It was rumblings like, hey, well, DB's been cleared. He can actually compete now. So that's how, when they kept getting more and more aggressive with it, then finally he popped on that Friday night. And it's like, okay, well, he's back now. So, but we also saw how that turned out too. So
yeah, I guess I guess and it's kind of hard right now within pro wrestling because you got these guys in these spots that people want to see, but they're not, either they can't physically be there because of injuries or they got to go make movies.
Yeah.
Or they made a bunch of audibles, bro. Like this WrestleMania was supposed to be Rock Roman, Punk and Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it was supposed to be some set matches that we didn't get to see last year.
Yeah, and it's like, or you gonna want to see him down the line. It's like, if we have to wait another year to see Rock and Roman, do you actually want to see Rock and Roman in another year?
No. I'll give it one more year. I'm gonna give it one more year. I'm not losing.
I don't care no more. I don't care no more.
All right, until they do it.
Well, they better have a good damn storyline.
That's what I'm saying. They needed the storyline.
If it's gonna be Mania next year when it's back in New Orleans, you got to be fully committed and not just being sprinkled in and out of TV time, where kind of like now, like you were supposed to be part of the storyline, but you're not even there to be part of the storyline.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that no more. I don't want it.
You got to be committed. We got to see it. There's 4 weeks in a month. You got to be there at least physically twice out of the month. I'm sorry. You got to be there twice out. You don't have to be every week. You can do every other week or beginning of the month, end of the month, whatever, but at least make 2 appearances to further the storyline.
Because the thing is, they have the wrestlers and the talent to cover it.
Right. And if you've gotten away from relying on returning legends to boost WrestleMania, why the fuck are we using Rock? Why? Because he's part owner and on TKO's board now. Like, because as you can see, they've gotten away from having Taker come in. They've gotten away from putting Goldberg in a completely unnecessary match that nobody even asked for.
You might well give Goldberg his return match. At least he probably would have been there.
It's gonna be a Saudi match, man. More money in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would have took the Saudi match too.
Yeah, and I think he just had surgery not too long ago on the shoulder that he's been working matches with that needed surgery over the last couple years. Like he kept putting it off and kept putting it off because Vince called him. Vince called him and said, "Hey, I need you to do this," and he's like, "Okay." And then kind of just worked around his the bum shoulder, the one that he would lead with the spear, which was his right shoulder, I believe.
Okay.
So it's like now he finally got the surgery done. He's like, now he's just taking the proper time to go through. So if he gonna have his last match, because you done already teased it, y'all done already kind of lined it up and what have you. So you kind of have to follow through with it. But like Dave said, it'll probably be a Saudi show.
Yeah, he said it'll be this year, 2025. So
just give him Gunther.
The older you get, the longer it takes for you to recover. So
yeah,
right.
What he knocking at 60, ain't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, putting off a surgery, a type of a rotator surgery this long, you probably did more harm than good. When you could have just been like, "Hey, I can't go. I got to get this shoulder taken care of."
Yeah.
I mean, hell, Edge had 3 surgeries in the last 2 years. I'm just saying, if you got to take time out, you just got to take time out. So
He probably thought they were gonna call him back. He had to be ready.
so,
I mean, do we really want to like go over and break down some of Raw? I mean, the shows were pretty average. I mean, I thought SmackDown was pretty solid, but Raw was just kind of
it was ass. Nah,
yeah.
it's kind of ass.
I mean,
That's why I was looking at
two
trying to look at
points.
the matches and be like, eh.
Right.
I think.
Seth,
Oh, go ahead, TJ. Go ahead.
I said Seth at the end, he kind of added a little bit more drama onto the whole triple threat match between them.
Yeah.
Now you owe me a favor, Paul. Stuff your head to the fucking ground.
Ooh. So, do y'all think that Paul gonna be leaving with Seth at the end of the night?
No.
I can see it. I can see it.
But what if he did though?
I think it'll raise self-stop and kind of push Seth into that more of a being taken seriously. He can get away from that goofy shit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he got to stop doing all that goofy, and just and be 2019 Seth Rollins. I love that Seth Rollins. 2020 Seth.
That's burn it down.
Yeah, original burn it down Seth.
You gotta take that blouse off and not in the good way.
Not the blouse.
The Liberace gear, man.
So I was thinking about that too, and I'm like, what if Paul Heyman actually flips and goes with Seth and takes Seth, because we're okay. You don't want to see him with Roman again. He's been with Roman already. He's been with Roman for the last 4 or 5 years.
You don't even know more.
He's been with Punk already. They've been there, done that already. You got to stick him with somebody new. It's just like the same thing like with Brock. If Brock when Brock comes back, do we need to see Paul Heyman with Brock? No, we don't. We've seen Paul Heyman with Brock for 90% of his career.
Right. It was more for Seth than any one of them.
That I would I'd be okay with that. I mean, Paul Heyman's a heel anyway. I don't give a shit. Paul Heyman's a heel. So
look how Seth been acting. Seth been acting like a heel.
Very much so.
He been acting real asshole. He been getting on my damn nerves.
But think about this though. Seth has always been a heel to begin with. Yeah. That character was a heel.
Yeah.
And they just kind of organically turned him into a damn baby face.
Because of his music.
Yeah. They when they started singing his song, they kind of organically turned him into a baby face. But that character, when he introduced that version of himself, he was a fucking heel.
So he just got that Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens feeling. I'm telling the truth. They the ones to you.
Yeah. They was like, well, we did it with this. We did it with this guy. It worked. We did it with this guy. It worked. We can do it with Seth too. He'll make it work.
It's a great formula. It makes the wrestlers come off more genuine.
Yeah,
like they're not just being delusional heels, just saying stuff to be heels.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing about it is, with Drew and KO, when were they telling lies though? For the better part, when were they telling lies?
And that will work for Seth. Like for if Paul wasn't enjoying him, he should just keep going down this line of what he doing, how he telling the truth and pointing out, because he ain't told no lies about Punk.
Nothing whatsoever.
This whole time.
This story should be the main event on night 2.
They are the main event of night 2.
I thought it was 1.
But it was night 1.
They on night 1. Oh, that's right. Cody and Cena the night 2.
Yeah,
this should be night 2. The whole WrestleMania is built around. It's been the most interesting thing on the card. But
at the end of the night, you got to see the title, a title, something defended or lost, or that's tradition.
This is true. But they also have been talking about how you win in the Rumble gives you the main event. But then the main event doesn't have to be the title match. Because you have a storyline going that's bigger than the title match.
Yeah.
Which kind of fucked up. But it is what it is. So
at the same time, they always make it, whoever wins the Royal Rumble will be the main event at WrestleMania and all that.
Whoever wins the
y'all see busted open.
will be main eventing WrestleMania. It's like y'all been pushing it forever, and you said it, but now all of a sudden it's like, oh, with Jay and Gunther aren't the main event. The main event is going to be the triple threat with Punk, Rollins, and Roman. It's like, wait a minute.
But everybody can't be the main event though. It would be impossible. They split WrestleMania, so now we got 2 main events. But you can't have every match, the male and female match, to say both of them are going to main event WrestleMania. No, it won't.
Exactly, because the women's champion, WWE women's title, and the world title should be supposed to be the 2 main events of night 1, and then same thing with night 2. That's the women's match is going to be the co-main event anyway. Unless it's Charlotte, they're not going to be the main event. So, but still, yet it's like, and it kind of heated Jay and Gunther back up again. So,
speaking of Jay and Gunther, my take on Monday night of Jay cutting that passionate promo, I feel as though they should have got back into their cinematic universe box. Jay Uso should have been standing in front of a hospital cutting that promo with all the smoke and mirrors and shit. He damn sure should have been standing in front of Gunther, the man.
I like that.
Brother. I'm just saying though.
Jimmy should have been in a hospital bed or something.
That's what I'm saying. They got the smoke in the mirrors and the oogie boogie shit.
Oogie boogie.
Think about it. Think about that same promo, how Jay cut it, but they got the dramatic music playing behind it, the nice cinematic cameras. That shit would have been fire. It would have hit way harder than him standing face to face with the guy that beat the shit out of his brother and he ain't slap him.
But let me ask you this though: if somebody had did that to your brother, and you had the opportunity to confront that person, or you doing it in the hospital, or you gonna do it out on the street? Because where you more likely, where would you be more likely to run into them? At the hospital or on the street?
It's gonna be on the street, but if I'm face to face with them, I'm gonna put my hands on them. It won't be much talking if I know he did it.
This is very true, but it also. He confronted him at the place that was more that would be more realistic for him to run into him, as opposed to doing it at the hospital and with the 15 stitches, and he had to lie to his mama and all this other shit. So
I was just saying for more dramatic purposes, you know.
Yeah. He's like, dramatic effect. Yeah. We gonna cut it from here.
Sometimes, man, them standing face to face that fucking close, it's kind of iffy, because at least Gunther should have got his ass out the ring and put some space between them.
Yeah.
They should have been that damn close. You look too close for comfort.
But it was also almost like a controlled rage.
Yeah.
It was more of like a controlled rage. It's like, I ain't gonna beat your ass here. I'm gonna beat your ass. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. But where I'm gonna get you at, I'm gonna beat you down, and I'm gonna take your belt.
Yeah, he gonna take that title though. I believe he's gonna take the title off.
I still think the match gonna go the way that it's gonna go, where Gunther just gonna beat the absolute hell out of him.
I believe that.
Then he gonna blow the comeback and win the match.
Yeah, because they need that whole stadium yeeting, like you've been saying, Tarrell.
45,000 gonna be yeeting.
Yeah, they need that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like 60,000 was going yes.
Yeah, to recreate that on top of that announce table.
Yep, he's gonna be on top of the table.
Yeah,
and you're gonna have Pat McAfee up there acting a damn fool.
Cole gonna be offbeat.
Oh my God, this got to be the most uncoordinated white dude I've ever seen in my life. Like, brother, like you.
But I'm happy for
the Hines video or something. Jesus Christ.
But I'm happy for Cole because he said he finally having fun. He getting to do what he really want to do and say, because he ain't under the thumb of the oppression of Vince.
I enjoy Michael Cole much more now than when he was up under Vince. Because I was always yelling at the TV, Michael Cole, shut the fuck up, man. I used to move the TV.
What you wasn't listening to Michael Cole, you was listening to Vince McMahon. That's who you were listening to. It was Michael
Right.
Cole's voice, but it was Vince McMahon. So
Yeah.
now he getting to do a little bit more of what he want to do.
Yeah, I mean, because I sit back now and laugh at him. It's cool, but like, woo. But he was
Imagine this in your ear, you trying to call commentary. Damn it, pal. Why'd you say it like that now? What the
God
hell?
damn it. God damn it. Hit the selling points. You
So what do
son of
y'all
a
think
bitch.
about the secondary women's championships? Are there any importance behind them?
They have potential. I like that they're being displayed on TV frequently. We see Lyra all the time.
Yeah.
And you see Chelsea because they're both 3-hour shows. They could fit them in there. And I like that they're trying to, keep them relevant and on TV. But I'm not feeling the importance of them just yet.
Yeah.
Just yet. They haven't built enough prestige yet.
They kind of need something, a story, an angle, or something to kind of, like you said, put some interest on them to make it feel like it's important and it means something. But they have failed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you say, they having the matches and everything like that, but you gotta put a little emphasis on it, man. Something.
I know I saw a comment where they was like, it's a damn, it's, what did they say? It's a disgrace that you don't have Chelsea on the pay-per-view. And she's brought so much prestige to the title. I was like, first of all, she hasn't brought prestige to a title that she's the first winner of. That's just, I'm like, because she hasn't had not one memorable feud yet.
Right.
Because, like, I like Chelsea, don't get me wrong. She can actually go in the ring, which is fucking hilarious that they got her doing more of this slapstick shit because she can actually go. I'm like, she hasn't had one memorable feud yet. She hasn't had a memorable match. And who has she actually defended the belt against?
I can't recall.
Besides Delina Vega, Sol Ruka, Michin.
I
Those
remember
are the only three. Yeah, those are the only three that I can think of right offhand.
like you said, she ain't had no rivalry with nobody where they going
None
back.
whatsoever. So, like, yeah, you gave her the she's the first champion.
Right.
If you're gonna make her the first champion, I mean, goddamn, put on a run like Pat Patterson or something. Jesus Christ! Like, I mean, you could put her on a lousy run like Honky Tonk Man, who never had a memorable feud, but he was the champion for 800 plus days. So,
yeah, to make it mean something.
Yeah, the title doesn't mean anything. And now you got Lyra. Oh my God! Did y'all watch Smackdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all, you put her in a match, a tag team match. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
With Bailey, and you had them run through 5 other teams for them to get a tag team title match at WrestleMania. I'm like,
it was a gauntlet, yeah.
Yeah, and they won all 5 matches. Like, because normally if you win the first 4, you know that they're gonna lose the last one. They won all 5 of them.
But once again,
really,
like I always say, Tarrell, if you got already a champion, then you supposed to be up there doing championship. Do Intercontinental Championship. What are you doing a tag team shit for?
But what do tag titles always get used for?
What?
To further a single story.
Oh, yeah.
Tag titles always get used to further a single story. That's why Sasha and Naomi walked out the first time.
They showed it. That's exactly why.
That's why they walked out the first time.
Each other.
Well, not only that, but you was gonna have I forgot what was it. I think they was doing like Queen in the Ring or something. But you wanted your tag champions to both take L's. That would have did them no good and they're the tag champions.
So if old girl win the tag team championships with Bailey, her and Bailey go separate and go against each other.
At some point, because they kind of teased Bailey going heel. And then it was like, no, we go. But I think Bailey get ready to go heel again. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they went ahead and not Bailey and had Lyra go heel.
Yeah,
Lyra would need it more than Bailey does at this point.
True that.
I don't know if I would like Lyra as a heel, but it'd do more good. It'd be more surprising for her to be the heel as opposed to Bailey because we've seen that already.
Yeah, I don't like Bailey Hill. She just call everybody idiots all the time, and
Yeah, but it's funny
you're
though.
supposed to boo her.
Yeah.
At this point, can you actually boo Bailey? Like, can you actually boo Bailey?
She one of the ones nobody wants to boo. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to boo him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. What y'all think about the whole Jacob Fatu right now?
I think Jacob about to get his first title.
Think so?
For sure.
I think Jacob about to get his first title.
You about to take it off? Yeah.
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 And
he said, yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on real quick, fellas. Hold on.
Okay.
But I saw
what you finna do?
right. I sure wanted to see him take it off. I mean, but him go back and forth with Solo.
Yeah, man. They was teasing that for so long, and it's teasing that breakup. What did they expect us to think what it was going to lead to? And we've been saying for weeks, oh man, they're going to have a match at WrestleMania, just like how we thought. Well, I personally thought that Kevin Owens and Sammy was going to have a match at WrestleMania, but they both off the card.
Yeah,
that's why they had their match at Rumble.
Yeah,
or at the Chamber, whatever.
Yeah, they're the Chamber.
Yeah,
but you got right. But now you got Randy Orton without nobody. That sucks.
They going. That's the thing. I don't know if Nick Aldis is in ring shape yet.
Yeah, we were talking last week.
Yeah,
if he can indeed still wrestle.
Yeah.
You know,
I would like to save some surprises for WrestleMania. I don't want to see Randy Orton opponent just like Seth Rollins did for Cody Rhodes at Mania 38.
Oh, he'd be one of them.
Yeah.
Hey, what if he fights Ray Phoenix?
Randy? At Mania?
At Mania. His brother got a match at Mania. And the big as big as a fucking deal that they made about him coming to the WWE, why not? He's one of the greatest luchadors of all time.
I mean, that'll be the greatest RKO of all time. I know that because Ray Phoenix gonna flip and in my opinion, hot take. I don't know. I don't care. Ray Phoenix is the greatest luchador I've ever seen in my life. I know we see a lot of flippy crap. We see a bunch of them on AEW. He is the greatest luchador I've ever seen.
AEW champion, man.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been champion over there, man, because he was running in circles around them boys, and them boys can move.
Yep, a lot of people do a lot of things. I've seen stuff online. I react to a lot of stuff online, but stuff that Ray Phoenix does, it blows me away.
And he's incredible. I think that'd be a suitable opponent for Randy Orton.
I don't like that for Mania though. Maybe at Backlash.
But it'd be like you said, it'd be a fun ass match. It'd be a hell of a RKO.
Yep, yeah, it'll probably beat that Seth RKO at Mania 31.
Yeah, he going high.
He going high highs. He may jump off the big old post that be in the corner of WrestleMania. Yeah. He gonna jump off that. Randy gonna catch him. He'll catch him. I ain't never seen him botch or not catch anybody for RKO.
No, but like he always say, he said they know where to put their head at.
Right. Yeah.
They know where they put their head. I got the rest.
Going down.
I'm taking the rest home.
Yep.
What's that? John Cena, next Friday supposed to be on the show.
Yeah, he's showing up to work finally.
Man, but I'm telling you, man, I can't get past it, man. It's been such an interference, man, of not having your huge WrestleMania main event people there. Like I was talking the third back and forth with John Cena and Cody. That one was hot. The second one, I was iffy about the first one. The second one, I was kind of like, okay, they talking about the title. The third one, I was like, okay, they starting to kind of get on an even playing field. Okay, we ain't gonna touch the Rock and the Sage and all the weird. I'm gonna take this old oogly boogly shit. Okay,
oogly boogly.
You know, I always say, I want your soul, Cody. What kind of oogly boogly shit you talking about, Rock?
Yeah. Not the oogly boogly.
They kind of got to it and was like, okay, it's about the title. I want a 17. You want to keep me from the title. I was into that third one. But then Friday comes and they skips it again. Monday comes, they skips it again. And then this past Friday, Cody out there talking to his damn self.
Now I was listening to a review. Did Cody really? Because I didn't see it on SmackDown. Did Cody really go over each iteration of the WWE Championship and associated with a different?
Yeah,
Yep.
not all of them, but the main ones. The John Cena one. I think Brett. I think
Oh,
Brock.
no, he took it all the way back to like the original one of the
Like
original
Buddy
matches.
Rogers.
Yeah, he had all of them.
Yeah, he took it all the way back to that one.
Yeah, he had all
okay.
of them. He had about what? He had about 6, 7 of them out there. He had.
Yeah.
He mentioned Eddie Guerrero.
It was the Winged Eagle for me, so
I like the Undisputed Championship. That was my favorite.
You like the original Undisputed?
Yeah, the one Eddie Guerrero
The one Brock had. Oh, Eddie, yeah. That one was dope. Yeah, I would get another championship for sure.
Now, wouldn't that would have been more even more impactful if John Cena was standing in the ring and they was by them titles and just that? Oh, that would have been nice, man.
Yeah.
That's what kind of.
We was just talking about how much the titles mean within wrestling, weren't we, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about that. And man, if Cena was standing there with Cody and they going back and forth and that scenery in the back of them, come on, man, they missed it.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity. I regardless of what happens, because I actually think that Cody's gonna lose and then win it back towards the end of the year.
He'll win it back, yeah.
Yeah, towards the end of the year, what the MSG show. So, but yeah, you can't go down this path again, like where you have what, like you've been saying, TJ. You got one person carrying the damn feud the whole time.
That's tough, man.
Yep.
And Cody, he cut a good promo Friday too, man.
Yeah, that's a tough watch week in and week out, because like you over here going on you snapping on your promos, but you're snapping at
Dave the cameraman.
Yeah, ain't nobody there, so
right.
it kind of ain't the same.
Yeah. They dropped it with that one, but like you said, hopefully by next Friday, since John Cena returning, that they'll pick up something going back into it. And they also got listed on here that we were just talking about the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
I thought that they wasn't having that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Well, they got it.
It's going to be on Friday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's probably what's going to close, either open the show or close the show. Because, the Hall of Fame is Friday night, too.
Yep, they got
I thought they weren't going to do that no more.
Battle Royal. And then they got the Street Profits going to fight the Motor City Machine Guns for the championships. So I guess they ain't going to be on Mania.
So that'll be your Friday night right there.
And then you got Selena Vega
and Chelsea Green.
Yeah, they both.
They need to switch a couple of them matches to Mania. I would like to see Street Profits at Mania myself.
I would.
Like why you gonna have the War Raiders on there, but you're not gonna have the Street Profits on there. And I think that they didn't already lost some steam with them.
Yes.
Like you just got done spending weeks cutting some fire ass promos.
Got me invested,
and they kind of didn't already slip back into their previous persona and what have you. They didn't change their colors. They dark now. They dark now, and you down here in NXT giving goddamn pep talks and what have you. Like you still got the red Solo cups. Like, come on, man, come on.
And that trash music now, man.
Yeah.
Like you say, they losing it.
Already. And I'm just not interested in the tag team division. I'm not interested in it at all. Again, they need to do away with having 2 fucking sets of tag team champions. It's fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been stupid. It's going to always be stupid. Because if you got a one set of tag champs on one show and another set of tag champs on the other show, they just running through the same teams.
Yeah.
It's like they're literally just running through the same teams. It's like, okay, so what do? They just keep dropping the belts back and forth to each other, like the Usos and New Day did there for a while. Like I think they exchanged the titles like 2 or 3 times in like a couple of months, a handful of months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, y'all got to do better than that.
Because y'all got the team to do it.
Yeah.
Y'all got the team to do it. That's what be throwing me off when they keep trying to bring people that's not full time back in versus like you said, Roman being an attraction. I get that, but just use the people you got, man. Hot damn.
Exactly.
Nobody, no, be like this. Within this day and age, within this timeline, nobody gives a fuck, man. We're gonna have such and such come back and make a spectacular return after 25 years.
Oh, somebody after 25 years, like, goddamn, I hope they don't come back. Shit.
Like, you know, like the way they brought out Hogan, they brought the Undertaker. He didn't even get in the ring and say nothing, do nothing. What's the point?
Oh, it was a passing of the torch. It's like he was passing. Wait, Taker was passing the torch to Rhea Ripley. Was passing the torch to Rhea Ripley? Like, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. But okay. I mean, y'all said it didn't work with Cena and Cody when he first won the title last year. So how is that one okay? But okay. I heard.
And they did say that Undertaker was passing the torch to Rhea. What the fuck? Passing the torch to Rhea? But it was just something. It was
just because that moment they had, she passing the torch now.
That's what they said. That's what they said.
Undertaker
it didn't make no sense.
That don't make no sense at all. He more so passed the torch to Priest, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't even understand the whole pass. I mean, I understand the passing of the torch, but it's like you pass the torch to somebody
when you active.
They viewed as basically at your equivalent or your equal and what have you. Like Taker just randomly shows up and rides his bike out there. Like,
yeah.
What was the point? There wasn't.
To me, the passing of the torch is when you hit the point of your career where you pretty much done.
Yeah, but he didn't pass the torch to anybody, so whatever.
Yeah,
I'm over the passing of the torch, the whole passing of the torch shit. Like
I think that should have been done to me. That should have been done with Bray Wyatt when he fought Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania.
Oh no, he passed the torch when Bray was cutting the promo and Undertaker came out there and fake whispered something into his ear, and then he was like, "Oh, that was a passing of the torch." I'm like, no, that was
lame.
I'm like, first of all, that little sequence or segment anyway was complete ass.
No,
it really was. I'm like, you see Taker in his ear. I'm like, and if you're talking, don't your Adam's apple move and don't your jaw move when you're talking to somebody? I'm like, he leaned over and did like this. And then they look at each other, and then he got out the ring. That shit was ass. That shit was ass.
Hey, Tarrell, like he said, go about your business, young blood. Go about your business.
He was over there doing ventriloquism, so that's why you didn't see his lip move. He's just like,
right. But like you say, if he was gonna be passing the torch to Bray Wyatt, it should have been at WrestleMania.
Right. He could have dropped down, did the whole cup thing, and then got out. Yeah, you know.
It's all yours now, Bray. You the new Oogie Boogie. And that's it.
Yeah. You and the Oogie Boogie. So speaking of Oogie Boogie, did you hear who's making the comeback?
Oh.
Boogeyman?
Boogeyman.
Really? That was a guess. That's the Oogies of the
ain't nobody checking for you, bro. Ain't nobody checking for you.
I'm coming against. Oh shit!
Nobody's checking for the Boogeyman. Nobody's looking for you.
Oh man,
he almost 62.
Shit, he been 60. So
he started at 40 though.
Yeah. I don't know. He said he's gonna be at WrestleMania. I was like, who checking for you at WrestleMania, bro? You mean you're gonna be at WrestleCon? Is that what you're gonna be at? You're gonna be at WrestleCon? I don't think you're gonna be at WrestleMania. You're gonna be at WrestleCon.
Yeah, slide up under that ring.
And then he coming to get you. So it's all about the check. It's all about hey.
Right.
That works for me, brother.
I'm just looking at this spear. My God.
I told you.
Man. He was about 5 feet away from me. He was about 5 feet away from me. Yeah. He damn near killed him. So
yeah, that was bad.
It's like how the camera is behind him and he just like doing a full out sprint.
Yeah.
He just dived into his freaking stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Breaker, man.
Yeah,
so what did y'all this is a twofold. So y'all saw that Charlotte attacked Tiffany and then her match with Roxanne, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
So I saw I this is literally like right before we jumped on. I saw somebody was like, "Oh, what happened to Roxanne?" And the post was more or less like coming across like Roxanne is being buried. I was like, well, first of all, she lost. I said she came up. I'm like, she's called up, but they're still using her in NXT. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I was like,
Right.
yeah, she had a match against the champion
Right.
who's going to the biggest show of the year, and she lost. I'm like, you know what that is? She had a match against the champion and she lost on the road to WrestleMania. I'm like, that loss doesn't hurt her. It
No.
doesn't.
People,
It does not. I'm like, did y'all expect her to lose? I'm like, you can't do the same thing that you just had. I'm like, it wasn't a title match. There was no reason for her to even for Tiffany to lose the match when they're trying to build her up leading into Mania. Like,
Yeah.
why would she take a random L from
yeah.
an NXT call up on? It's like that wouldn't have made any fucking sense. But their post was coming across like she was being buried. No, she's not being buried. That
People
loss does
throw
not hurt her. It
people
doesn't.
throw these terms around so loosely, man, that
Right.
don't
Real
apply
quick.
at all.
Yeah, that's that microwave generation. So, but I'm
Yeah.
like, and same thing like when
One more.
somebody was like, I knew what one of my hot takes was going to be was them talking about Charlotte being shoved. I'm like, again, how is she being shoved down your throats when one guy said something about she being shoved down your throat? I'm like, here's the thing. I'm like, even before she got hurt, I'm like, she was looking up at the lights more than anything else before she got hurt. I was like, and she wasn't the champion because they were keeping her away from the title. Why? Because people felt like that she was winning too much, which I don't understand what's winning too much. I don't understand what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, she was literally losing more than she was winning before she got hurt. No, she wasn't. I'm like, dude, she even said it herself. I'm like, her daddy even said it before she got hurt. She was taking L's before she got hurt, and she was away from the title picture. But I was like, it's really easy to pull up the schedule, to pull up her wins, losses before she got hurt. I'm like, she was literally losing more than she was winning. I'm like, she lost to Asuka, she lost to Bianca, she lost to Kyrie Sane, I believe.
Was it Nia Jax too? Something like
I
that.
think, yeah, she lost to Nia Jax. I'm like, she was taking L's. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she
I'm like,
was.
and I actually think that her win-loss record, I think she's actually lost more than she's won. I'm like, she what is she
Yeah, lately, yeah.
4-3 at WrestleMania. So what the hell? Bianca's only one undefeated at WrestleMania now. So
Oh, she sure is. I didn't even know. I didn't even think about that.
she technically she's 4-0, but one of them was a tag match. So I mean a Raw Rumble, so that don't count.
Yeah, true.
But she's basically 4-0 at Mania. So she's the new streak to beat. So
Bianca is undefeated. Oh, she probably is in there.
but yeah, I'm like, how can you say she's shoved down your throat when I'm like, y'all just you hate the girl just to be hating her because of what her last name is and all the other shit. Like if her name wasn't Flirt, would you still hate her?
You know what I don't like? What I didn't like about that, the whole SmackDown angle with her, is that they made her seem like I remember Joe Tessitore was just like, oh well, Charlotte, she's at home. She couldn't be here today and or whatever. But they made it come off as if like her feelings was hurt. There was no I mean, we know what happened last week, how she was just kind of like, oh, go ahead, smart fans, do what y'all gonna do. I'm giving Tiffany, you have the last word, which was
Yeah.
crazy. But and then they were saying, "Oh, she's not here. She's not here," and they keep emphasizing on commentary, "She's not here." Of course, she's going to show up. Of course, she's going to do something.
Right. Yes, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just told us that she was finished pop up. So
Yeah,
Right. But you mentioned otherwise you wouldn't have mentioned her at all.
and they
you was
made it seem
mentioning her
like,
too
oh,
much.
she went home just because her feelings hurt, but nothing really happened to her last week. What happened other than that? You know, and then now you saying that she's not here. She's just at home. Get the hell out of here.
Exactly. Exactly. You knew she was gonna. I was like, okay, they mentioning her too much and they going too strong. I'm like, yep, she finna pop up. She
Yeah.
finna pop up.
He could have.
All throughout the
what
match,
did you do?
she's
Pop
not here,
up.
guys. She's not here. Hey.
Don't look for her now. Don't look for her. Forget all about it.
See, that's some Vince stuff right there. Come on, Trips, man.
Right.
He still got a lot of them Vince-isms.
Mm-hmm. They want to get something over so much they have you repeat it 80 times.
I'm more interested in the Naomi and Jade match, and I am the tag match, the Raiders and New Day and El Grande Americano and Rey Mysterio. Just saying,
Yeah.
I'm way more interested in that match.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they're gonna do in the ring. I'm
So
definitely.
in what order, like, what's the, as far as interest, are your top 3 matches at Mania?
For both nights or night one and night two?
Oh, we can do both nights.
TJ, I'll let you go first.
I'll say the triple threat with CM Punk, and then that's really all I can really care about seeing for real. Like I'm kind of low this WrestleMania. They fucked over AJ Styles. I've wanted to see AJ Styles. He was gonna be my number 2 for any goddamn reason, but he fighting fucking Logan Paul, so I don't even think Russ can even give a fuck, Big Day.
Good night, everybody.
And on that note, we'll see you next week. So. Holy shit.
Man,
No, but Jay,
I'm surprised your glasses don't get fogged up and your hat flew off and whatever.
and Jay Uso and Gunther.
Yeah, don't get so hot, brother. Bring it down a notch.
And Jay Uso now. So Jay Uso and the CM Punk. That's my top 2.
It don't have to be each night, just whatever come to your mind.
Yeah, them 2.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that triple threat. I'm kind of interested in the world title match with Jay and Gunther. The rest is just filler for me. I'm sorry. It's just because I don't care about Bailey and Lyra with Raquel and Liv. Don't care about it. Don't care about the IC title because they haven't made me care about it.
Thank you.
The Sin City street fight, like what the fuck is that?
But I'm actually looking forward to that, guys. They sold me now.
He did fuck him up on
I hate when they come up with just say it's an Extreme Rules fight. Just say it's Extreme Rules. Just
and Damian selling has been bad. Like he hit him, he was like.
Is that the one street fight where they got the cars around them? They're gonna be fighting in the middle of the cars.
No,
I hope they do that.
You know what? I don't know.
That could be a nice touch.
Like the one Eddie Guerrero had with I think he had one with John Cena. John Cena had one with JBL.
Good callback, man.
Or when Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole had one.
Yeah. Because he did slam him on the car, right? So they got that car shit.
You talking about Goldust and Roddy Piper too?
Yep, the Hollywood backlot brawl.
That's what I thought it would be. I mean, that would be more interesting.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm like, just overall, I'm not enthused about this WrestleMania. I don't know how many more times we're gonna say it, but I'm not that enthused because you haven't made me care. Because, like Dave said, you taking so long to build up. Like I'm not invested in any of them.
Yeah,
it's like any other super show that they have to me. Period. So
they suck the life out of this one.
Yeah, it's like certain weeks they laid it on, and but it's like they pulled back more than they laid it on. Weeks.
They did.
You get 2 weeks of just nothing. You get one good hot week. Yeah, we're on our way, and then another week, just like 3 more weeks is just kind of like what the hell.
Yeah.
My 3 would be my number 1 is, I'm just gonna say, Cody and Cena. I really want to see how that turns out with the whole ambition of Cena wanting to ruin wrestling and take the championship. Cody, Cena. I'm cheating. I'm looking at your background, Tarrell. I guess the triple threat, of course, both main events. And if I was just to pick an oddball, and I would say Drew and Damian now.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 8. It's gonna be 8 matches. So I guess 4 on each night.
Now, is the IC match, is that gonna be a ladder match? Is that what they said?
They're talking about it. It's being rumored.
Okay.
TJ, it's actually going to be night 2 is going to be 6 matches, Night one is 7 matches.
Okay, they ain't got the Intercontinental on here yet.
Yeah, they got the IC title was the Fatal 4-Way. They haven't put the United States up there yet.
That's it.
Oh, yes, it is. I'm sorry. That's Jay. It's gonna be. There's rumored to be the Profits with a ladder match, 14 ladder match.
On the
That's
SmackDown?
the rumor, huh?
On SmackDown?
They
Yeah,
supposed to fight the machine.
it's rumored that match is gonna get added to the card, probably on Friday. Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, Chomping, Gargano, and Pretty Deadly.
All right.
So it's like I'd rather you toss Randy in there with just a I'd rather you have Randy do a random match.
Hey, when you stepped away, I was talking about Ray Phoenix for Randy Orton at WrestleMania.
Oh no, don't no.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
They said
no. You can't kill his momentum yet. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because he gonna take the greatest RKO ever done.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll kill him right away. That's buried right there.
Yeah. That. Ooh.
Momentum. Where?
Yeah. Momentum. What was that? What's that?
It'd be a fun match all the way up until the end, huh?
Yeah. He'd be done before he even got started. So
yeah, they're gonna blow it off like AEW did Ricochet and Ospreay in the second, third week that he got there.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Let's not get
oh my God, they just blow through so much shit. They just go. They're 100 miles an hour. Yeah. All gas, no brakes.
No brakes.
Hey, they had an eight man tag Wednesday.
I actually enjoyed that match. I did. It was just a match to have a match and a fun match to have. That was all it was.
You win $400,000. Oh boy, say you gonna buy.
Oh, I heard about that.
I was hollering. What's the guy? Speedball. He said he's gonna buy some shoes.
He's gonna buy some shoes. Yeah, that was just a fun match. It really was.
I said, what kind of shoes you gonna buy, boy?
Hey,
Yeezys,
take the poles, goddamn it! All it takes is for them to break their ankle one time, like or fuck it up so bad, like Solo did. And it's like, yep, you got to wear shoes now, pal. It always happens.
Yeah.
It has never worked out for anybody. Like even at some point, Kevin Von Erich had to start wearing boots because why? He kept fucking his ankles up.
Yeah.
Jimmy Snuka had to do it. Who else used to wrestle barefoot? Yeah. Like at some point, you got to put boots on, player. Like they're boots for a reason.
Matt Riddle.
Yeah. Who's the MLW heavyweight champion now?
I'm so glad he gone.
Yeah.
I'm glad he gone from WWE.
You didn't enjoy Riddle?
I like him, but I don't miss him. I'll just say that.
Oh, bro.
I don't miss him in WWE.
Yeah. I think MLW fits him a little bit better. It's a better fit for him.
Yeah, I ain't like when he talked. Don't talk.
Yeah, don't talk. Don't talk. Just go to the ring and do what you do. But yeah, I think MLW is a better fit for him just because of his style. And with MLW, you have a more wide array of people who come with different styles, and everybody's not kind of gimmicks to follow the same pattern like WWE. So it's a better fit for him.
How you feel about the Young Bucks being back in AEW now?
I've never been a Young Bucks fan, so
who gives a crap?
Yeah, it's like
they doing stuff from when I last was watching. Like, okay, they were when I was last watching consistently. They left when they was running away from the Death Riders. Yeah. And then all of a sudden I come back when I'm not watching again, but when I decided to tune into Dynasty and they're back, and that was the whole gap that they've been going that whole time. Yeah,
and then they was running from the Riders. Now they kind of aligned, trying to be on the same team. What have you like?
Yeah, it didn't make no sense. Then Kenny Omega came out and he was just talking. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
He was talking about Dookie. It was Dookie. It was Duke. What's that smell? Dookie.
Right. And he going back and forth with them. But the whole idea was supposed to be about the Death Riders and the Young Bucks to say what happened and what's going on between them, but we never got to it.
Yeah.
It never
So it's
got
like
Right.
I've never been a Bucks fan, so but I tell you what though, Collision is actually a pretty goddamn good. It's always a pretty solid show.
I enjoy FTR on Collision. I enjoy
What they've been doing the last couple of weeks since they knocked out.
They took out Adam
wrestling,
Cole.
y'all.
They was finna fuck Tony Schiavone up.
They was going to hit him with that pile driver, that spike pile driver.
I enjoy. I've been enjoying FTR. I've been enjoying FTR. But I wonder, is it going to lead to Adam Cole getting Christian to come back and fight with him against FTR?
Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Okay. Because I ain't seen Christian.
I'll be back.
In a minute.
All right. Yeah, we ain't seen Christian since he lost his cash in and what have you.
Yeah, I ain't seen that. And then he
had a little spat with the Wayne kid.
Yeah.
Mama Wayne. Oof. Buddy. How you doing?
Nicholas Wayne. Since he got his little falling out with him. So
I haven't seen him. So I wouldn't be surprised. Christian makes a better babyface when he's with Edge, but when he's by himself, he makes a better heel.
Yeah, I agree. Because he was a good heel. I think since they're not going to give him the championship at being a heel over there, then it's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
They don't need the belt at this point. It's like
no.
You got to start shifting your focus to your homegrowns and start developing them more as opposed to relying on former Federation talents who are way past their prime. Like putting on solid matches, but they don't need to be your champion. They don't.
Yeah. Like their time has already passed within that.
Yeah, you've established a company using those veterans and what have you, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that because in any sport, whether it's sports entertainment or real sports, you don't win a championship without having veteran players on your team.
Yeah.
You can't have a team full of fucking rookies and think that you're going to win a title. It's never going to happen.
Somebody got to give them the game to run with. That's true.
It has to be a balance.
But I think FTR and Edge and Christian, I think that'd be a nice little rivalry. That will be something worth tuning in to see how it unfolds.
Yeah. Ooh, and I like to meet some Megan Bain too. So
she's so fine.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful woman.
Are you tuning in for her incredible wrestling skills?
Yeah. Why else would I be tuning in?
Technical.
For the juicy muscles? Is that what are you talking about? The juicy muscles or?
Oh Lord. Here you go again.
Wrestling prowess is impressive.
Now,
I got it. Go ahead.
How long do you think that they will continue to go with the Death Rider story? How long?
If they're not going to change course with it, it can't go for too much longer because again, what was their mission statement?
I guess I would say to make AEW step their game up.
Have they done it?
No. Yeah.
Hey guys, we got a comment in the chat. Our first comment, y'all.
Okay. All right now.
All right. Somebody said, "Hey guys, ready for Mania? Shout out to you. Shout out to your friends in Canada. Let no man put us under." It's an iconic one. Appreciate you, brother, for
iconic
watching.
One. You the dude.
Yes, sir. we gaining some headway, guys.
He said, "Are we ready for Mania?" He said, "Are we ready for Mania?"
Yeah.
Not really. Like we're gonna all watch it because we kind of programmed to, and you kind of used to it at this time of year. They need to not have it on Easter weekend. That's for damn sure. But
yeah, this whole Mania was all about Cena. like
Yeah,
booked around Cena's schedule.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hopefully they'll surprise us. And have, since the building sucked, have they put on great matches. The matches have to be solid because the building sucked. It
Yeah.
has.
I agree.
So, I mean, like with AJ, TJ, I know you just do like this right quick. Do like
No,
this.
no, no. Get down.
He's shooting.
They shoot.
We're on the same page because AJ deserves way better at Mania. AJ should be in the title picture. I get he just came back and what have you.
100%.
AJ should be in the title picture.
Right.
But you know that there's going to be that match is going to be. It's going to have a bunch of high spots. It's going to be very athletic because AJ, even still at this stage of the game, is still very athletic.
Most definitely. Right.
Logan Paul is actually very athletic. Sucks
I
on the
agree.
mic. He's got go home heat, but he's still very athletic. It should be an athletic match.
I get it.
If
It'll be
AJ
fun.
loses, I still say if AJ lose, he gone. I'm just
Logan, I think Logan Paul, they're both gonna be very. I think, like you just said, it's gonna be super athletic, good back and forth, good pacing. I think it's gonna be. It may steal the show, man.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It may turn me into a Logan Paul, that sort of thing.
All right. You gonna say the F word?
Click the channel off when he come on anymore. So
I'm gonna get on WWE Shop tonight. Order me a Logan Paul T-shirt.
All right, don't go too far. Whoa!
You're taking it too far now, brother.
Yeah, it be out. I will be outside in the front yard tomorrow morning burning.
Jesus Christ.
Don't let me see you on the stream next week. Talk about right.
Holy shit.
Pay $60 for this T-shirt just to burn it.
I got a hot take for you. And y'all, because I'm a Charlotte fan. Charlotte is the best female wrestler, period. Toni Storm is the best character, period, at this moment.
Yeah.
That's my take, and I don't give a shit what nobody say.
No, I'm with you on that one. I think.
Give me a female character who's doing what Toni, even on Toni's level, who's doing what she's doing.
I agree with the character, not the wrestler, not the best wrestler.
Toni's always been solid in the ring. Like she's not gonna wow you, but she's solid in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But her character and her character development, there's nobody else that's doing that or doing anything even remotely close to what she's doing right now. Because when she's on commentary or she comes out to cut a promo, I'm like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I want to know what he's like. Are you sitting there literally thinking of this stuff and do you say it out loud to yourself? Like, it's like
she can gather your attention. She can
very much so.
Yeah. But the only thing I get kind of scared of with Toni Storm is she ain't got no Batman and she ain't got no Robin to her Batman. Everybody needs that opposite to meet them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think. But what you had something earlier about her saying what she got to say about Mercedes Moné, because somebody got to match her. Somebody got to match her.
Mercedes, she don't. Nobody do.
Personality-wise, that's why they put that. What's the goofy?
Maybe that girl who sing. What's her name? The singer girl?
Harley Cameron.
Yeah.
But they have a well, Dave.
But they both babyface.
Yeah. But she funny. Harley Cameron
hella funny.
The entertainment side she has down packed.
Yes.
And she needs to get better in the ring, and she's getting better. You can tell she's getting better.
Yeah. Now she gonna be a threat. Because she's a character. She got a lot of personality.
When it finally clicks with her, yeah.
Toni Storm gonna need, but as good as Toni Storm is, she need that opposite of her, man. She needs that. Because think about it. If she had the opposite of her, man, how impactful her rivalries would be. That's why they kept on going back to what's the blonde chick?
Mariah May.
That's why they kept on
Like
going back to
Mariah
her.
May is her nemesis. You saying she doesn't have a good nemesis?
No,
Yeah.
she beat somebody.
Outside of Mariah May, she doesn't have another nemesis,
Yes.
like kind
Mhm.
of waiting in the wings and what have you. So
Yes.
Yeah, you can only do that so many times, but that is her Joker.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
Well, like you say, if it finally got to get something going with her. You know, I think Zoe, to me, Zoe Starks right now is the best women's wrestler. When we're able to see
In ring,
she ain't got much of a character, but in ring that girl can go.
I like her look too.
Yeah, she can
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yeah, she has an interesting look.
Yeah, she can go, man. She can go.
Mhm.
yeah.
The
She
way-
just not getting a chance and not getting the reps. Like
Whoa.
somebody made a comment about those two. What Shayna put out a tweet or something was saying that they're not getting a fresh shake, and it's because they're not half naked in the ring or whatever the case may be. Like, no, that's not it, Shayna. That's
That's
not
not
it.
it at all.
Shayna, and I've said this before, and I will stick to it. Shayna has never recovered from the biting Becky on the fucking neck, and then they had her lose to Becky. She's never recovered from that.
Yeah, she did. She did bite Becky on the neck, didn't she?
That was the dumbest shit ever. Like
Yeah, that was
she was
bad.
down in NXT a straight killer, and then you
Man,
bring her up to the main roster, and you have her bite Becky on the neck like a goddamn wild
it
animal.
was beautiful. It was
Like,
beautiful.
really? Like if you knew she was coming out, when you seen her coming out, you should have seen nothing but fear on the face of whoever was in the ring because they was like, oh shit, it's fucking Shayna Baszler. God damn it.
Mhm.
That should have been their take, but no, she pops up behind Becky and bites on the fucking neck. Like what who thought yeah, so everybody was afraid to tell Vince like that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea at all. Not at all.
They thought it was a Val Hansen movie.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and then
And
that
Zoe,
mess. No, go ahead.
and so I think we've all said it before too. Like Zoe, she hasn't found who she is.
Yeah,
She hasn't figured out who she is. I also think that she got called up entirely too soon.
I would
You
agree.
mean how she was with Trish and stuff?
Yeah,
That was nice,
Yeah.
but like he said, they
it
called
did nothing for her.
off of NXT too soon. It was too soon.
Mhm, mhm.
But she was a tag champion when they called her up. Like
Yeah,
you just put the tag titles on her, then you calling her up to the main roster. This fucking stupid.
because it was a thing of her being on that level within that ring and being able to go. But like you say, that character, she ain't found that part yet.
That character development wasn't there yet. She should have still been down in NXT for a minute and at least been in the title picture before they called her up. She got called up too soon. She got called up entirely too soon.
I agree. But then, right now, without even using her, put her back in NXT then.
Very much so.
Put her back in NXT. At least let her continue to be on our TVs. I enjoy watching her wrestle.
And the pure fusion bullshit, that did nothing for any of them.
So did.
It did nothing for none of them. So, and then what was funny was because they were getting featured on TV every week.
They were like they.
And then they just had they had a good showing in the Rumble, and then 2 weeks later they fired Sonya. I mean, they let Sonya go.
See, so they didn't fire one member out the group. They didn't mess the whole group up. It was like when they
where were they really going?
But nowhere. They weren't going
Trash
nowhere.
collective.
Right.
I love the ladies individually. I'm just saying
Yeah.
a dig at them or a shot, but just the concept and them just being together just to be together.
Yeah, it was doing nothing for him. Shayna needs a vacation.
Mm.
Let her go away and let them forget about her for a minute, and then bring her back and just have her murder everybody. Because even with Shayna, you've been giving her like in the Rumble and what was that about a year or so ago when she was running roughshod over everybody in the Elimination Chamber. Like,
Yeah.
what? Wait, what?
Did she win that chamber?
I don't think she's won a chamber.
She didn't win the chamber. She had a great showing in the chamber though. I think she was down. She was one of the last 2 or 3, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Liv pinned her. Or was it? Wait,
Wasn't this last chamber?
no,
No,
not this one. It
last
was
time.
like 2 years ago. Or
Yeah.
a year, last year or 2 years ago. Like she was in the chamber and she was in there. She mauled everybody. I think it came down to like her and I think it was Bianca and somebody else, but she ended up losing. but
Yeah.
she mauled everybody.
I remember that.
Mhm.
So
I remember that.
like Shayna needs to go away for a minute. Send her home for a couple months, couple weeks. Let people kind of forget about her a little bit. Then bring her back and have her murdering everybody. At least put the secondary title on her. Make me interested in seeing her with the secondary title because you're not gonna put the women's title, the world title on her. So why
Right.
not?
At least make me care.
Yeah, exactly. Because like even with the match, the gauntlet match when her and when they came out, like immediately they went to the as soon as she got in the ring, first thing that she did was went to the to stomp on the wrist. I'm like, why is she going to that? So she just got in the ring. Why is she going to that already?
Yeah. Real
It's
quick.
like something she does like like 5 minutes into the match. Like what the fuck? It was just yeah.
They kind of, like you said, just kind of playing it down. But hold on, no, she did win one. Did she win one?
Did she?
I think she did win one.
Who, Shayna?
Yeah, I was looking it up to see. Did she win one?
Oh damn.
March
year
8,
was that?
2020. She
Oh, 5 years ago?
that's when that when she challenged Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 36.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, very forgettable.
That's what
Apparently.
she bit her ass.
Like I said, she ran roughshod over everybody in that chamber.
Yeah.
Who else was in that match? It was her and Bianca and who else?
Ruby Riott,
Oh,
Sarah Logan, Asuka, Natalia, Liv Morgan.
okay.
Yeah, so I see why she won it.
Yeah. To be fair, everybody but Natalia could have won that match. This is all I'm saying. So
Yeah, that's what they was teasing us with all the Liv's victories.
yeah.
Now they giving it to us of all the Liv Morgan's victories. They didn't do nothing with Jane Cargill and Naomi on Friday. I was shocked.
No, they
cut some
didn't.
dope ass promos though.
Yeah,
They did some. Their promos was dope though.
she look all crazy now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Naomi, she's a little bit off the deep end right now. So so I think that's a toss up match. I don't know who's really gonna win that one because it's
Jay.
like you kind of have to give it to Jay, but at the same token, I could also see Naomi winning that match too.
But I think it would do more for Naomi to win than Jade. Because when Naomi win, you can continue something with it. If Jade win, it's over. That's it. What else you gonna do with it? It's a flop.
It'll be a rematch at Backlash.
Yeah, I was about to say not necessarily because Jade would need to win because she was the one who was taking out the picture.
Right. But I'm saying, like, if Naomi win, you can continue going.
Yeah.
But like he said, it's probably gonna be at Backlash again.
So that comment that you just made, let's run that back to Mr. You Can't See Me. That's why I said that he's probably gonna win because if Cody wins, then what?
Got a point. Yeah. It's over. That's it. Kapui.
He just waits for whoever the next challenger is gonna be. Then
Yeah. So Cena has to win, literally.
Yep.
to keep it interesting. So because that's still a storyline that you can still continue to play out for the next 6 months.
He ain't gonna be there anyway to defend the dang on championship.
They actually added more dates on, from my understanding. I saw something where they've added some more. He's added some more dates.
They gonna hang the championship on the Titantron.
I ain't get on the Titantron. I wonder what the stage is gonna look like this year.
They was constructing it. Started constructing it the other day.
Already?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like right in the middle of the stadium too. From the looks of it, from what I saw, it looked like it was gonna be. I meant to screenshot it and send it to y'all, but it looked like it's gonna be like right in the middle of the stadium.
The stage?
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long ass walkway. So
Yeah. I think I seen like the very beginning stages, like they had the little, just the wood part standing up.
Yeah, the framing
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
frame.
I was like, ooh, that's gonna be a long ass walk. You're gonna be tired of shit by the time you get away.
Just like the one in Orlando,
Yeah,
33.
yeah. That long ass walk.
You gonna
You
get
took
to the
20 minutes
rap?
to get
Yeah.
to the look, you took 20 minutes to get to the ring. Like you only got a 3-minute match now, brother. So it's like it's like the Rumble where they had to start sprinting down to the ring because it was taking them too long to walk. So
Right. By the time you get to the ring, it was the countdown started again.
exactly. So they had to start sprinting because it was like, hey, you got to start sprinting when you get out there. So that's why everybody started running. Like
Jog
it takes you
some.
4 minutes. Yeah. Do a light jog. Don't blow up now. So
Hey,
don't blow up.
bring my hoverboard with me.
Right. So back to Megan Bain.
Who she into it with now?
Well, you know they got her chasing Tony, but I saw there's complaints because she doesn't talk. I'm like, she don't need to talk.
No, but we know a little something about her.
No, you don't.
We don't.
No, you don't.
Just a
You don't
little
need to know
bit.
nothing about it. No.
Now I say, what's her name? Harley Cameron. She need to be a manager so she can talk to somebody.
I mean, she got Penelope Ford. Oof, how you doing? Penelope talking for her. That's all. That's all you need. She spoke last week.
I ain't never heard that girl talk. That girl know how to talk.
Yeah, she had Penelope Ford talk for her. So that's all you need. You don't have to have her talk. I'm like, Camille didn't talk for 2 years. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
When she was in NWA, when she was Nick Aldis, security and what have you, she didn't talk for 2 years.
She didn't say that, but she had a presence.
Exactly, and Megan Bain, her presence alone is enough. So,
yeah, she
and you will bow down to her. So
she real green though.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
I ain't warmed up to her yet.
She has to change her style a little bit because she's been over in Japan.
Okay.
So how you work in Japan is not the same way that you work in the States. So
Wrong.
you got to change that up a little bit.
Okay. Right. But like you said, when she's a big woman though. When she comes out, the way she stands over the rest of them.
Did you see her fight yesterday?
On Collision, yeah, she big.
Yeah, buddy.
So what you think about them finally bringing Athena to the program?
Long overdue.
Okay, I was just thinking but last night when I seen it, I say, man, did they wait too long to do this until everybody don't care no more to finally bring her?
I don't know, but I've always been a fan of Athena.
Right. Why
keep
say
Ember Moon?
So long?
Yeah, I was about to say Ember Moon.
Right. They kept her hidden for so long.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of her. Her finishing move, just like Soul Ruka, like you taking years off your career doing that shit.
Yeah.
She still do that damn top rope stunner?
Yeah. She hit that mud last night on Harley Cameron.
Yeah.
You better listen to them old timers like Hogan said, I wish my leg dropped to something else as my damn back.
Yeah, that's why he's always that's why the dude can barely even walk. Like you fucking 6'6", 6'7", 300 pounds. Why is the leg drop your finishing move?
And now he's 6 foot.
Right.
He is
Right. You lost 7 inches and that's all you got in the first place. But still and yet, like you too big to just be doing that dumbass move. So
yeah, that is true.
And it looks good. It looks good and it's great when you're young and you're 25. But you got to think about when your ass get to 35, and if you're lucky enough to still be doing it at 45, are you still gonna be able to hit that move?
I know I wouldn't.
Like, no, you're not. I don't care how much DDP and Trish Stratus yoga you're doing.
I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that. Wasn't that the Great Khali?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Well, he was also, 7'4" and had bad hips and bad knees. So
right.
Yeah.
That's all he had to bring to the table.
That's
So,
all. Man, one chop to the head, boy. That was it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna need to roll in a second. See if you got anything anything else y'all want to add or
No, we
no,
covered
just
this
we
week.
tune in to Raw tomorrow and see how they follow up.
we don't look too excited about it.
Your travel supposed to be on tomorrow.
I'll have it on in the background. It's like it's the week of Mania, so
Yeah.
like yeah, whatever. I'll have it on in the background while I'm playing MLB. So
I wonder who Roman got to say.
I
wonder who Roman got to say tomorrow.
He gonna be on Raw?
Yeah, he's gonna be on Raw tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing spectacular. It's just gonna be the same junk. Acknowledge him, and Paul was on TV crying, and he better make his allegiance known and choose wisely. I'm just surmising that's what he's gonna say. So,
and then
like he made him relevant. Roman's promo is gonna tell you exactly how the match is gonna go, and I guarantee you, the way that he talks to Paul or about Paul, he's gonna turn Paul to Seth and make him. Well, Paul's a heel anyway, so Paul's always been a heel.
Or does he make Paul the mole to screw both of them over?
No.
No.
He said a line to Paul that he said, "I made you relevant," and Paul looked at him like, "Sir, I don't think you did. I made you relevant. Without me, you wouldn't have had the 5-year run."
And like you say, Paul always switching up on somebody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Traditionally, he always has. I remember the first one was Big Show.
Yep.
He joined Big Show on Brock.
When the Big Show was the coolest he ever was, when he had the jeans and the tank top.
Right.
That was my favorite Big Show. And that army, and he had that fade.
Yeah.
That was horrible, but yeah, Paul E. Dangerously has always been a fucking heel.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see.
Punk is a baby face. Roman is a baby face.
Seth.
Paul doesn't run with baby faces.
Seth is the heel.
And you just got done saying that Seth has been doing some heelish things.
Yeah, because he's been getting on my damn nerves lately. So I know he's heel.
Complaining, screaming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying.
Right. Dumbass clothes.
I hate that shit.
Okay. They gotta align.
Yeah. So pay attention to Roman's promo tomorrow. And if Heyman comes out there, watch how Paul looks at him. Like he did on Friday when he said, "I made you relevant." Like,
yeah.
Sir, I've been doing this longer than you've been alive. What you mean?
I can see that. Should be interesting though.
Yeah.
So hopefully this last week going into Mania picks it up. Let's go on.
I hope so too. I think they are. They're gonna make it somewhat. We see everything like we've been expecting on the next couple of weeks. Where we see Rock and Travis Scott come back and everything and
AJ better get his lick back.
There's no hope.
Well, Travis Scott's supposed to be at Mania. I think he's supposed to be performing one of his lame ass songs at Mania.
Right.
Somebody need to receipt him.
Song.
Yeah, somebody need to receipt his ass while he's at Mania this weekend. That's all I'm saying.
Strowman.
Yeah, somebody need to receipt his ass.
Give him them hands, brother.
We need Strowman to go back to that. So
that guy.
And not so much the gimmicky part of get these hands, but the monster that was fake turning over fire trucks.
The real monster.
Yeah.
I like it though.
When he damn near killed Brock and Paul was on the outside screaming. So until he hit Brock with a live shot, Brock was like, "Okay, now we shooting, brother." Okay.
Right. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Man, we'll see. Because WrestleMania is this what?
This
next
Saturday
weekend.
Sunday.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, this the last two shows then.
Yep.
Oh,
And
so
we got NXT Stand and Deliver too. So
I want to see that stand alone. Okay. Yeah, so it should be interesting this week.
Yeah, let me know y'all schedules. If we can get together maybe for WrestleMania. I'll be reaching out to y'all on the text just to see what we can do.
yeah.
Okay.
keep y'all schedules open if you can. And that's it for the podcast, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna reach out to y'all about some other stuff. My guys. All right, later.
Hey, gentlemen.
Yep.